Hey guys, let's look at a couple integration problems today where we are integrating but with a story, okay? The assignment is in Canvas today. It is not in Delta Math. Delta Math doesn't have cool story problems. Let me fix that just a little bit. There we go. So let's look at this problem. You've got a bicyclist. He drives his car with his bicycle to some really cool mountainy trail where he can go ride his bike for hours on end. Have a great time. So he gets out there, he starts riding his bike, and here is the formula that simulates his speed while he's out there, okay? After 4 hours of riding, he's 128 miles from home. Now this includes, where he went and parked the car. So we want to know, how far is this park from his house? Okay. How far is the park from his house? Because he had to drive the car, get there, park, then start riding his bike. Well, how far is the park from the house? Well, we need to figure out the original equation here and figure out what C is. That'll tell us how far he was at time 0. Okay, so times 0, how far was he from his house? So let's start by integrating this. This is going to give me f of x equals 3x squared plus 8x plus c. We want to figure out what is c, so I'm going to take these two numbers and plug them in. Time is my x. Sorry, this should be y. Y is my distance. So 128 equals 3 times 4 squared plus 8 times 4 plus c. 16 times 3 is 16 times 3 is 48, plus 32, plus c. Let's see here, 48 and 32, that's 80, so we're going to subtract 80 from both sides. 128 minus 80 is 48, equals c. So the park is 48 miles from his house. Okay, let's try another one. All right, let's try another problem. So we have the speed of a bicyclist is modeled by 1/2 x plus 6. After 2 hours, this guy is 60 miles from his house. And he had to drive his car to wherever he was going to ride the bike at the park because he doesn't just want to ride from his house. He wants to go on a cool adventure. So we want to figure out how far is the park from his house. Well, let's figure this out. This is his speed, but we want to integrate it. So when we integrate this, we're going to get f of x is something x squared plus something x plus c. Well, 1 times what is 6? 6. 2 times what is 1/2? Ooh, 2 times what is 1/2? I believe it is 1/4. Okay. We want to know how far is this guy from his house. Well, we take these two numbers, our time, which is x, and the miles, which is our y, and we plug them in. So 60 equals 1/4 x squared, which is 2 squared, plus 6 times 2 plus c. c, 4 times 1/4, that's 1, so 1 plus 12 plus c equals 60. Let's see, minus 13 from both sides. 60 minus 13 is 47 equals c. So this park that he's riding his bike at is 47 miles from his house. So we had to drive, a good 45 minutes, maybe an hour, to get to wherever the park is, unload the bike, get out, start riding, pedaling, then going off and having fun. All right, I want you to try the next one. All right, this is the problem that you guys are going to try, so take a look at this problem. We've got y is our yards, x is our downs. Okay, so f prime of x is going to be the distance that they travel every single play. So we've got our first play, our second play, our third play. So at third down, they've gone 75 yards. They're at the 75-yard line, so somewhere up here. They're trying to get a touchdown, right? So at third down, they're at the 75-yard line. We want to know, where did they catch the ball? So at 0, where did they catch the ball? And also, will they make a touchdown this play? Give it a try. So where did they initially catch the ball? Will they make it past the 100 yards? All right, here's the answer. You should have paused by now. First thing we're going to do is integrate. We've got f of x is 2x squared plus 4x plus c, where c is going to be where they caught the ball, okay? So we've got third down, which is our x, so 2 times 3 squared plus 4 times 3 plus c equals 75. We want to figure out where did they catch the ball. I'm trying to find c. Let's see here, 2 times 9 is 18, 4 times 3 is 12, 18 plus 12 is 30. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. 75 minus 30 is 45, equals c. Where did they catch the ball? They caught it at the 45-yard line. Okay, they caught it right about there. That's not bad. They didn't have to run too far with it. Whoever kicked the ball didn't do a very good job, but hey, not our problem. All right, so they caught it at the 45-yard line. We want to know, by fourth down, are they going to get the ball into the end zone? Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to take this equation that I've got, I'm going to plug in 4. So we've got f of 4 equals 2 times 4 squared plus 4 times 4 plus 45. So tell me by the end of the fourth down where we got to. 2 times 4 squared, that's going to give me, let's see here, 4 squared is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. Plus 4 times 4 is 16, plus 45. It looks like we might be close. Where did they end up taking down this quarterback, or whoever it is? Well, 32 plus 16, that's 48. Plus 45, ooh, they're just barely short. What is that going to be? 93. So the 93-yard line is where they got taken down. Unfortunately, they did not make a touchdown. Darn it. Okay, so they made it all the way to, what would that be, about right there-ish. So close, so close. All right, let's try one more. Here you go, last problem. So we've got this guy who's driving his car. He leaves someplace, he's heading home, all right? So here's the equation for the derivatives. This is his speed. Notice it's negative because he's going home. He's approaching 0. He drives for 4 hours. He arrives at a gas station 52 miles from his house. Okay. So 2 questions. How far away from his house did he start? How many more miles to his house? Well, they already talked about that. 52 miles from his house. So that one doesn't even matter. Huh. We've already answered that question. 52 miles. So we just want to know how far from his house did he start? Well, let's integrate this. This is going to give us negative 72 x plus c. So f of x is that. We want to know, right, at 4 hours, so 4 hours is our time, negative 72 times 4 plus c equals 52. We go through and solve. Let's see here. Let me grab a calculator, just to make sure I'm telling you guys all the right thing. We're going to do 52 plus whatever 72 times 4 is, which gives us 340. So this guy started 340 miles away from his house. Now, one this easy, you could probably have figured out a couple other ways to solve it as well. Okay, but this is how you would use calculus to solve that type of problem. Cool, cool. Time's yours. Give the assignment a try.